Welcome back, Wolfpack. Rollers here. Let's kick off Fan Fries with a cool looking battle. I know I say I like a lot of Pokemon, but again, we have the Medicham here on the opponent, so that's always fun to watch. And then Drifblim, Porygon, these are Pokemon I do talk about, but pretty much anything that isn't standardly used in every battle, I just like seeing it. Very refreshing to see two opponents with teams like this, and they do look really balanced on that level. So let's see how the Porygon Z opens up against the Magmortar. Porygon Z, if it's Scarf, which it probably is if it's a lead, might not have enough damage because that Magmortar has the bulk. So Tri Attack, yeah, not enough damage to knock out the Magmortar. Magmortar going to use a huge Fire Blast, and that is going to one-shot Porygon. My goodness. Oh, Life Orb. Alright, so Life Orb on the Magmortar with that stab, huge damage. Still getting some work done. And Magmortar just going to outspeed right there and go for a Thunderbolt. So Magmortar has the coverage, gonna just claim some souls right now. Very powerful. And that's two Pokemon down, and Darmanitan comes in. Darmanitan can do alright with this, like as long as it gets the outspeed, so maybe Darmanitan scarfed one and then Porygon Z was something else. I don't know. Because if that was a Specs Porygon, I would imagine it would have outsped. Anyway, Darmanitan comes in, it's going to use that recoil, or it's going to use Flare Blitz, knock it out, not take too much from recoil because it was already low. And Kabutops going to Aqua Jet. Just go for that raw power, almost knock out Darmanitan. And that's Flare Blitz. So my guess is you have to be Scarfed if you're only using Flare Blitz against Kabutops. So that's going to be resisted pretty well. Still do a decent amount of damage, and Darmanitan does go down. So we do have to think about the other things like Volcarona. There's not a lot of good options right here for the ally. And Volcarona going to eat that Aqua Jet. Is it going to KO? Oh my goodness, it does. Okay, Kabutops is hitting really hard, but maybe it's banned. I don't know. It did damage, and now we have Drifblim coming in. Can Drifblim save it? Okay, so that is a choice band on that, and critical hit. The unfortunate things keep coming through. So good amount of, actually huge amount of damage right there. Drifblim going to get that minimized. So I think that from the damage, a normal Aqua Jet won't KO if it does land. So Drifblim does get that Avoid, does get the Citrus Berry. Now also has the Unburden, so it is a quick little guy. +4 on the evasion. And Kabutops going to keep using the Aqua Jet, but Drifblim going to keep dodging it with that Minimize. So now the Minimize boosting is pretty solid. Remember, Drifblim does have like one little survival if it does get hit. And, ooh, Amnesia. So, not quite the stockpile Drifblim, but the Amnesia much quicker in certain situations. Like if you're setting up that Amnesia right there, boom, you just doubled your special defense. Drifblim going for another Amnesia, playing that evasion game so on the edge. And Aqua Jet, it's going to miss. And Drifblim's going for that Baton Pass. So we have +4 on the special defense and +6 on the evasion. And remember, that last Pokemon is a Mega Steelix. So what does it need more than anything? Special defense. So I don't know how much special defense the Steelix can have, but getting all those boosts into the Mega Evolve means it's going to have some of the highest attack in the game. Can't forget about that evasion, or not highest attack, highest defense in the game. Can't forget about the evasion. It's going to be a very tough Pokemon, and then it goes for its own curse. So now this thing's not going to be taking any damage. Alright, so that's going to be a lot of stat raise right there. Aqua Jet. Curse. How is Curse going faster than the Aqua Jet? What? Or is it just like not synced up right now? That's just weird. So, okay, Kabutop's going for the Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet's going to land, and it's going to do nothing for a super effective hit. And then there's the Curse. Okay, so the turns got out of sync just because Steelix is so large and takes up so much room. It's hard to see when the opponent is actually like doing something. So Kabutops, opponent's just staying in, letting the setup happen. And after all those curse setups, Earthquake is definitely going to KO the Kabutops. So now we're sitting on a huge amount of attack, huge amount of defenses, huge amount of special defense, and that's the power of Drifblim right there. This game was about to be just a 5-0, that only one Pokemon was down, but now nothing can stop this. I'm imagining High Jump Kick isn't going to be able to do too much. There's no way. So Mega Medicham comes in, uses Fake Out, avoids because of that. Oh yeah, also High Jump Kick already has low accuracy, so it's going to be very tough to even land that High Jump Kick. Well, 90% isn't low, but it's not perfect, which is just going to be harder because of that. And he doesn't even have it, just goes for the Psycho Cut. So that's going to be Gyro Ball. So Gyro Ball, Earthquake with that curse. Pretty strong. I'd imagine Rest just to keep it alive for as long as possible. And Gyro Ball is going to one-shot the Medicham. And yeah, so a game that was pretty much over. Drifblim's power comes in, gets the setup, and now we're just watching a huge sweep come through. So Earthquake, that's just going to be a lot of damage. That's not going to one-hit KO because of the Focus Sash. Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed doesn't land, too much evasion. And that's going to be another Earthquake. So now we have the Drifblim set up Mega Steelix sweep. This is something like I said with Aggron, like Mega Aggron. If you get special defense in this Pokemon, it's going to be very hard to take out. Now with evasion, it makes it even harder. So Gyro Ball onto the Dragonite. Can't Earthquake it, so it got hit with that Gyro Ball, and even then, still a KO. So much damage boosting, so much speed difference after that curse, and now we have Espeon. Espeon doesn't have too much of a chance of surviving. Psychic is going to land, but let's just watch. That was actually a pretty solid hit. Oh, there we go, critical hit. So let's say, what happened to all those defensive boosts? So special defense does drop, gets the crit though, and that is going to be a Gyro Ball onto the Espeon, and Espeon is going to go down from it. And you know what? Haven't seen Drifblim in a while. Going to give Drifblim the Fan Fridays today. And to the Mega Steelix, which is also a Pokemon I have high praise for because of its absurd tankiness and setup potential. So if you guys enjoyed this video, we have more Fan Fridays coming up.